What's up, everybody? It's your boy Lifesaver here with another video. I know it's been a little while since I've put anything out there. I've actually been playing a different game called Valheim with some of my buddies in the real world, and it has been a lot of fun. But anyways, we'll get into this one. This is actually about my little alt, called him Ardruid over here, but he's my holy paladin. So I figured I'd make a quick guide. Basically all your town choices, your covenant, your soulbinds, all that fun jazz. People who would be struggling with holy paladin. I'm not sure why, because they're straight up 100% completely broken. Anyone who plays this class that says this class is fair, they're lying to you. They're one of two things. Either they don't know how the game works, or they're just very bad at the game. That's it. You know, it's this class for PvP, even for like Mythic Plus, they're probably the best healers as well. The only thing where they might lose, maybe in RBGs, just because the overall healing output for everyone is a little bit lower. But they have so many walls where they still have so much value in RBGs as well. But anyways, let's get into it. We'll go over the talent choices first. For arenas, you always want to go with Bestow Faith. It's an instant cast, heals you for a whole bunch. Oh, sorry, here we go. After 5 seconds, so you can do it while you're running away. Put a little heart on you, and then boom, you get healed for X amount. Also gives you 1 holy power, so you can time this with your other abilities to make sure you get a 3 stack to get a full World of Glory as soon as this hits. You can bait a lot of cooldowns using this as well. If you're doing Mythic Plus, Crusader's Might is amazing. Alright, especially when you're doing melee cleaving and you're trying to do a lot of damage. And it kind of reminds me when I used to do kitty cleave on my druid. It's absolutely amazing. You know, more holy shocks, more damage, more potential healing. You just putting more pressure. Definitely do this for Mythic Plus. Otherwise, arenas and BGs are like when Bestow Face. An extra heal, easy, it's a small cooldown. Just run it. Saved by the Light here. This is incredible. I would use this in basically every situation. The other 2 talents are pretty cool. Holy Prism I played around a little bit with. It's kind of neat. But honestly, Saved by the Light it's just so good. All right, whoever has the beacon on you, basically if you show up below 30% health, you heal for like 8k. It'll literally say something like either 30% and boom, they're over above 50%. Like it's just free heal, no mana, no thought process. You just basically give somebody a cheat death. Always do this. For the next choice is your PvP CC talents. Depending on what you're running with, you're going to change this around. If you're running with a mage, you do not want to run with Repentance because it DRs. However, if you're running with maybe like a rogue, Repentance is great. Or with a Frail Druid or Boomkin, right, you can use this and then you follow up the Repentance with a clone. It's very powerful, it's a small cooldown, and it's a very long range. Like it's great, 30 yards you can cast this on pretty much anyone. You can also stack this, a nice little trick is with Aura Mastery. You do this early in the beginning, you pop your Aura Mastery, so you make sure you can't get interrupted. Instantly open up with a Repentance. Your team is popping all the cooldowns. You're basically guaranteed to get a Trinket off the start. You do give up your AM, but at that point, you gave up Trinket and the defensive Trinkets. You have so many cooldowns for it. Honestly, I think the way I play my Paladin is very aggressive. That's the play to make. Also, Fist of Justice is also just as great if you're running with a Tom. If you're playing with a Mage, for example. Like you and a Mage, and maybe not a Rogue, someone who can't stun a lot. Just having a Hodge up almost twice as fast every 30 seconds or so. Very powerful. So these are all intertwinable. Blinding Light 2 is also doable depending on what you're running. If it's a double melee comp, well, just get them off you. It's a nice little cooldown you can use as well. Next talent, Cavalier is just too good. Honestly, like the other ones are kind of neat. Less cooldown. Using the range of your Rule of Law, not my thing. Cavalier, you get 2 ponies. Okay, 100% movement speed. Why would you not want to have a second one? All right, just Cavalier. Don't look at the other cooldowns. It's great for Mythic Plus as well, just for mobility when you're running around. Arenas, RBGs, it's amazing. Just click it. Next one here. These are all actually not bad. I actually play along with Seraphim quite a bit. And it's actually a lot of fun. If you do this with the build that I play, it's a lot of damage. It's a really dirty strat. I'll get into it later, but ideally most of the time, you're going to be going Divine Purpose. It's just a free a free potential huge heal, and it's 20% stronger. So it's like once in a while, you just get a free World of Glory proc that you can heal an insane amount because it's already boosted. And if you have Wings up when you get this proc, it's like a full heal. It's gross. It procs actually quite a bit. It's just free healing on your biggest heal, Word of Glory. Just get it, my dudes. Holy Avengers, I don't know, it's a 3-minute cooldown. If it was 2 minutes, this could be a contender as well. Because it's 3 minutes now, I don't know. When you're popping wings anyways and you're using holy power, like it's just kind of overkill in my opinion. It's not bad. If you feel like you need an extra cooldown, fiddle around with it. I just feel like Paladins already have way more cooldowns than any other healer in the game. So if you need this, I feel like you're playing something wrong. But if you like it just to have the extra wall and you're maybe new to the class, by all means, it's just a free cooldown you can use. When if you have Trinket, if you have Wings, you use this and you just instant Word of Glories every other global cooldown. It's pretty nuts. Going into the next tree, I like going Awakening. Again, oh sorry, this is the Word of Glory one. This one's the free Wings. No, this one's free Wings. Yes, here it is. Yes, sorry. So Awakening has a chance basically to give you free Wings when you use Word of Glory. And you're using Divine Purpose, you're getting free procs of Word of Glory, so you're getting more of them out there. So these two intertwine with each other very well. The synergy is amazing. And again, a free 10-second Wings? My dudes. It's your biggest cooldown you have. 30% more healing and damage. If you want to be aggressive when it procs, if you need extra healing, like, there's a proc probably 2 or 3 times potentially in Arena. It's just good to have. Again, no mana, no cooldown. It just procs. Boom, I got Wings. I can be aggressive. Or, oh my god, I got free Wings. Now I don't have to pop another cooldown. I don't have to give you bop. I can save those abilities because I just got free Wings to save you in the situation that we're in. So I like this. Avenging Crusade, again, with the other talent, I can go with Seraphon. Avenging Crusade is kind of neat. But, nah, I mean, I don't think it's strong enough. This, however, is interchangeable. Sanctified Wrath makes your Wings last 25% longer and makes the cooldown on Holy Shock reduced by 40%. So if you reverse, like, say, like a Monk or something similar, that just has always constant damage, or maybe another Paladin, Red Paladins are insane, as you guys all know. You can pop your Wings and they pop Wings, and you basically always can out-heal all their damage. Not to mention, you're getting more shocks off as well, and it lasts a little bit longer. So in the event they still get a big Divine full proc, or whatever the case is, you can still heal through it. So I would only interchange myself between this talent and this talent. Usually I'm just rocking with Awakening. It's just easy, you don't have to think about it. It procs, you're happy, it doesn't, whatever. If you want to go Sanctified Wrath, just the longer Wings, for a situation where there's more consistent beasts, maybe against melee cleaves, by all means try it out. Avenging Red, this is more memes. I wouldn't do it normally. And then for your last level 50 talent, I would go with Beacon of Faith. It's very, very good. If you're doing PvE, Glimmer of Light is amazing. Even in some situations, Glimmer of Light is actually very good, especially if you're running with the Holy Shock Legendary. So you're shocking, getting absorbed, and then you're also getting this little bit of extra heal. It lasts for like 30 seconds, I think. It's great, honestly. For keys, I would rather always Glimmer of Light. Some PvP situations, you can switch to this. I like having double beacons. It's just so good, especially in threes. You and another person has it. If you heal yourself, the person who doesn't, they both get like 50 to 30% healing. It's just free healing. Like, again, it's just no think process. You just have an extra beacon that you, and sometimes you switch it off to yourself in a three situation. And if you're doing twos, Glimmer of Light's a little bit better. But even in twos, you can just run this and you both have beacon. You don't have to think about switching it back and forth. Like, you're just both always healing. And you're always getting holy power from your flash of lights or your holy light. So that's another good option to have. Alright, this is the main stuff that I run. You can switch this for PvE and this for PvE. If you want to play around with like cheese build and go wombo combo, play Seraphon as well as maybe Avenging Crusader for some cheese thing I was about to say. But normally, this is how I like to run. So here for PvP situations. Now I'm going to the PvP talents. Ultimate Sack is incredible. Alright, it literally stops all the damage that the person takes. It's insane. They just don't die. You can literally sack someone at 1% health, and they do not die. My dudes. So you have to keep in mind that when you do this, you have a good chance that you are also going to die. So in this situation, I would always do sack with bubble. The bubble sack, so you take no damage. The other person who's sacked at 1% health takes no damage, and you can just heal them all up to full. They use all their cooldowns. You gave up 2, and you still have a lot more walls to play through. I like running this almost all the time. Divine Favor is a 100% must. It is so good. It makes your next Holy Light 100% stronger, casts 30% faster, and you can't kick it. And there's a 30-second cooldown. So basically every go, you'll always have this, or every mini go just to catch up. You just do this right in the middle of the fight, and your Holy Light is gonna like almost fully top zone it. It's insane how much it heals. And if you're doing with my other talent, which is Light's Grace, your Holy Light always heals 50% more, and they get a buff on them. Basically, they take 5% less damage, stacking up to 3 times. Pretty incredible if you stack these ones together. You can switch this one out sometimes though, depending, right? You can run Divine Vision sometimes. I like running Blessed Hands a lot, so I'll take this out because you don't cast Holy Light that often. You're only casting it basically with Divine Favor, which is already almost like 20k heal. So the extra 50% will basically be a full top. Is it needed? You'll cast, 4 or 5 holy lights, maybe an entire arena. It won't be having that much. So does it help? Yes, but having, I think, the double bops as well as 2 freedoms for your team, especially against like melee comp, warriors, everything like that. Having the extra bop or the rogue to stop their stuns, like it's so good. So a lot of times I would leave these two, I would switch this out. And if there isn't a lot of melee situations, then I'll keep the other talent I was running with there. Cleanse the Weak is also pretty good, especially in an RPG setting. Everyone gets feared, you dispel one person, and everyone gets removed. It's pretty crazy. So you do one dispel, everyone who got feared, they're all this. It's like a massive spell. So this is cool for RPGs, but I wouldn't mess with it too much. This is traditional, just basic healing. And then if you want to switch out for your melee cleaves, Blessed Hand, this is amazing. All right. Now, the big question that everybody wants to know about is what Covenant are we rocking? Everyone always talks about Kyrian, right? Kyrian is overpowered, divine tolls, too good. 1 minute cooldown, basically fully heal everybody, especially if you're running the Shock Legendary. The question I want to ask you is, are you a man or are you a little boy? Okay? If you want to play like a little boy, go Kyrian. You get another wall of healing that you need. But if you need that other cooldown, you just start playing your class correctly. That, or you're pushing to hit rank 1, you're going for 3k rated, and your games are going for 7 or 8 minutes, and you're basically going to the race of who can go through all the cooldowns. If you're in that high rated, okay, I can respect you playing Kyrian. However, for the 99% of the player base, you want to have fun and put noobs? And there's only one place you can go. Venthyr, my dudes, is disgustingly overpowered. People don't understand how strong this is. And always time I play this, people are always like, oh, why would you do that? It's not that good. Stop. I'll stop you right there. First up, I'll show you the build that I'm running. It's very different to the traditional people that are running here. Is what I'm doing here is I'm actually running the legendary that makes your hammers deal 30% more damage and extends the duration of your wings by 1 second. A lot of people are trying to actually switch from this and go to the other legendary that gives you 2 hammers. However, I did a grotesque amount of math and realized that it's actually not as valuable. Having a base 30% more damage on your hammer all the time, when you stack it with your Ashen Hollow, which increases the damage further by an additional 100%, based on the 30%, so it's basically making your hammers, when you're in your hollow, do 160% more damage as it normally would. 160%. So your normal hammer right now is doing 3k, 3700 because of my legendary. Without my legendary, let's see here. It's hitting for 2500. So this gives it an additional 1200 damage right there. And then with this, now we're looking at like, let's see here. 7k, then you pop your wings. 10k, and then if you got fucking like an unused trinket, unfortunately I don't have one, I have this one. We have an unused one. But dude, this will be hitting over 10k non-crit. And when you have wings, you have a 30% chance more to crit. You should be about 20%. My crit's a little bit low. So half the time you'll be critting. You literally hit people with 15 to 16k on your hammers with crit. Do you understand how insane it is coming from a healer? You understand that you pop wings after you hodge someone, and you throw a hammer for half of somebody's HP while your other teammates are popping their cooldowns? Do you think that's enough to push someone over the edge and instantly kill someone? My dudes. Tell me what's more fun. Throwing a hammer and clapping someone and people not knowing how they died? Or having an additional healing cooldown that you can sit away more in the back and increase your game duration from 4 minutes to 7 minutes. I would like to win my games in 1 to 2 minutes. Maybe 3 minutes. So what you can do with this is you rock hollow. You can do it either in the beginning, maybe score a quick kill. If you don't get the quick kill, you literally get every trinket, every cooldown. It's disgusting. And your guys' team's decks go in a minute or 2 minutes. You win the game 100% if you can live that long. And because you're a paladin and you're rocking with the talent, where is it here? Blessed Hands. You got 2 bops. You got your own bubble and a trinket. So you have 4 walls that you need to stop to get you out. If you don't want your teammate to use a trinket and they get full stun from a warrior or a rogue, from a kidney, you just bop it. You completely stop their go. GG. They save their trinket for when you're in a CC and you have to use it. Amazing. Also, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but bop changed from the past. Before bop, you couldn't use it if you were stunned, but now you can. So if I get kidneyed for 6 seconds, and I don't want a trinket, if trinket's on cooldown, you actually bop yourself, and it works just like a trinket. You get out of it, you're immune to physical damage, This is amazing against monks. They have no counterplay to bop, and it also completely counters karma. So having 2 of these, I'd always rock double blessings for monks, rogues, even warriors. They have Shattering Throw, but it still stops their stun, and it gives you time to make space while they're casting Shattering Throw. But yeah, guys, Venthyr is a lot of fun. The reason I wanted to play it as well over the typical Kyrian build is because, to me personally, I play a Resto Druid. I play very aggressive. However, the current meta as a Resto Druid, you can't be that aggressive. As much as I'd love to be, it's just the meta is too punishing, especially Resto Druid. Once you have no trinket, you're already dead, which is always like that for Druids. But also with the current burst of the meta, you're not cat weaving. You know, very few times. If you're running with like a God comp, 100%. Okay, you can go kitty cleave. You have so much control, and you can make some amazing plays. But normally, that's not the case. If you're running with any other comp base other than God comp, or maybe Rogue Mage, you can get away with it too. But you need a lot of peels and controls and 3s as a Druid to push high rating. Okay? If, as a Paladin though, I can pretty much play with anything. I can support any caster comps with Aura Mastery. I have multiple buffs I can give up to my team to stop melee goes. I have wings, so I can do damage. And then if I'm running Hollow Bastion, I can literally do potentially the most damage in 1 global cooldown as a healer. That's crazy. Like, your mage is combusting and you throw 1 hammer during a hollow, they literally will die in 1 second. 1 second, that person will die unless they have an immunity. And even then, they just don't have time to respond. So anyways, I'm 212. I hit 2k rated, I think. 1800, I think, was it? I hit 1800 literally when I was like 200 item level. I haven't played much in the last 2 weeks, so I'm slowly getting back into WoW now that I kind of pushed a lot of Valheim and had a lot of fun with the boys. I'll still be playing it a little bit, but now I'm getting back into WoW. My Druid is still my main, guys. If I've been watching this, like, Lifesaver. What happened? What happened to Lifesaver, the Druid? I'm still here. He's still my main. I'm basically gonna be using him ideally for pushing RBGs. I did hit Duelist. I don't know if I did actually update a video on him, but I did hit Duelist on my Druid, and he's still absolutely OP in RBGs. And that was before they just buffed Druids, so that's another great thing. I can't wait to play around on more of my Druid for RBGs. But for arenas and also high Mythic Plus, this might be the new boy, guys. My little baby R Druid over here. It's gonna become the new Druid, the Holy Paladin. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Oh, first, I forgot to finish actually the Renown here. Let's go over my stuff here. So I'm running with Nadia. I think she's just very great. The ones I'm rocking here is the Ultra Hollow one. It's just 50% stronger when you drop it for the healing tick and was the DPS tick. And it heals and does a lot of damage to people sit in it. So if I'm seeing it, it's like ticking sometimes. For like, it's just insane how much it heals. I haven't broken it down, but I only feel like 20% of my health every second on the weakest target. And the person who's sitting who's DPS, who's taking damage in it, also gets chunked a lot of damage. This is so good. Just run. It's like any other covenant ability you're with. You basically always are using the one that buffs your covenant ability. I go to the left here, just a little blink. The blink that actually makes you disorient them a little bit. It's kind of nice. Because it doesn't DR with anything that you do, unless you're running Blinding Light. So I can blink onto somebody. CC them will be 3 seconds in PvP. It's not 6. So it's a 3-second CC, fall into a full 6-second Hodge, fall into a full Repentance. Pretty nasty, okay, that you can do by yourself. Or you can Hodge and still do the little blink thing right on them while they're not moving to get the extra control. It's just really good. There's no reason not to run it. And if you get kicked, it's Shadow, so it doesn't affect any of your healing. So you can even use this as a bait when people are on you. You get a free kickoff, and then after they kick your door of shadows, then you just spam heal in their face. Pretty funny. Next one here, Divine Steed, the basic one you start with. Try and get a higher version of this. But again, this is why I run double Horsey here, because this makes the Divine Steed last 50% longer. So your 3.5-second duration is now going to be 5-second plus. If you get a higher version of this, it'll be like 6.5 seconds, I think. It's absolutely amazing. It's a must-have, like especially for PvP. It's so good to have 5 seconds of running on a horse at 100% movement speed with freedom that you can't be slowed. Just do it. This is whatever. It's fine. This is always the best one. I wanted to talk about Shielding Words. I got lucky to find one in one of my vault chests here. So casting Word of Glory, which is your biggest heal that you're going to be using when you use Holy Power. It also gives you 21% of that healing is absorbed into a shield on the person. So if you're rocking this, and then you're playing more defensive, running that Shock Legendary, which I still don't have in this guy. I mean, your Shocks are giving shields. Your Word of Glory are giving shields. You're already healing for like 15k to 20k on those heals as well. It's absolutely insane. So many extra shields. It's just free passive healing. Again, no thought process. Just free HPS that is just there. Use it. Use it every time. Our next one here is the Holy Shock one. Again, Holy Shock's one of your also amazing abilities. Also, Holy Shock has an additional 30% to crit all the time. I'm sure many people are aware of that. And when you have that with the crit effect, and it's 7% here, 6.5, you got 37% crit baseline on your Holy Shocks. And you should have about 20% crit. Mine's a little bit lower. Right now it's 15%. It should be at 20% though. So you're looking at over 50%, well 60% crit on your Holy Shocks, which is insane, especially if you're popping wings. And if you're using the talent that makes your wings last longer, your cooldown on Holy Shock is reduced. You're clapping it. If you're running Kyrian as well, which I don't really like, but if you are, again, your Divine Toll also is a shock to everyone. It's just really good. Really good. So get the extra crit on your shocks. It's great. And then this is why it's so good to run this tree, which is why I love this the most here, is the duration of your interact, snares, and root effects are reduced by 25%, which stacks with concentration aura. See how overpowered paladins are now? We have 55% reduction to all interrupts. So it doesn't matter if you kick me, because I'm going to be silenced for 2 to 3 seconds at most. And then I just heal out of it. Like, I don't even have to fake cast. My druid have to fake cast everything, so if I get kicked once, I'm GG dead for 6 seconds. Whereas this, I can try to go for a fake cast, but honestly, I usually just let it cast. Let them kick me, eat the quick absorb, the quick 2 to 3 second lock, and then I just free cast. Like, it's not enough to kill you. It's actually really good. So this is great. Obviously, still go for free cast if you can. Like, try to bait the kicks. But if you do get kicked, it's way less punishing, and it's not going to basically force you to do another cooldown. A lot of times, because of this reduction, you don't have to burn a bubble or whatever the case is. Or you won't just die because you can't do anything for 6 seconds. It'll be a much smaller duration, allowing you to use other cooldowns after. So, yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed my little new art druid, my little paladin. There'll always be more druid content to come, especially now that they buffed us. It'll be a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. Hope you guys found some useful information from this video. If you have any questions about the paladin and how to pin, you know what to do. Hit me up in the comment section below. If you're not following me on twitch.tv/lifesaverclaps, give me a little bit of love there. Other than that, this is me signing out. See you guys in game or live on Twitch. See you guys.